with your wife, but you know, he was always more interested, well, so interested in foreign things, but than minimum wage, I remember, whenever that was. You know, all the things he cared about. I wouldn't know what year. But I remember him, just an example of him having a heart, I can remember him being so disgusted, because once we had dinner with my mother and my stepfather, and there sat my stepfather putting a great slab of pâté de foie gras on his toast and saying it was simply appalling to think that the minimum wage should be $1 or $1.25. And Jack saying to me when we went home, do you realize that those laundry women in the South get 60 cents an hour or 60 cents a day or whatever it was? And how horrified he was when he saw General Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, I guess in their Camp David meeting before inauguration. And Eisenhower had said to him, they were talking about the Cuban refugees, and Eisenhower said, of course they'd be so great if you could just ship a lot of them up in trucks from Miami and use them as servants for $20 a month, but I suppose somebody would raise a fuss if you tried to do that. You know, again, so appalled at all these rich people just thinking of how can you live on, not thinking how can you live on $20 a month to just use these people like slaves. He was just so hurt for them, although he'd say it in a sentence. But that awful Republican sort of look. Oh, and then another time when we were trying to raise money for the cultural center, and a Republican friend of my stepfather's said, you know, why don't you get labor to do it? If you took $1 a week out of all of labor's wages, you could have the money raised in no time at all. And he was just really sickened by that and said, can you think of what $1 a week out of their wages would mean to all those people? Yeah, so all those things show that he did have heart. Because he was really shocked by those things.